What's up, everybody? Brothers, sisters, psychonauts, and seekers of truth. It is Ananka, and welcome to my bazaar. Today, I have a Peyote trip report for you. The title of this trip report is Peyote Healing, and was submitted to Erowid in 2003 by the user Peyote Healer. With all that being said, let our story begin. At the beginning, right when it touches my mouth, I immediately start to feel different. I don't eat all 26 buttons at once. I start out with about 2 fresh buttons that I chewed. They were cleaned. The fuzz or hairs were removed. Then right after, I ate about 4 teaspoonfuls of very dry, finely ground powder. Then came the mush, about another 4 teaspoonfuls. Then throughout the night, they will pass the peyote around, and I came up with about 24 to 26 buttons, but probably more like 30 to 34. This is a very high dosage. I eat this plant quite often, just about 2 times per month for the past 10 years. Sometimes I eat it every weekend, for months straight. Within the first 10 to 20 minutes, I can feel my stomach start to ache. I start to belch a lot. Slowly, I start to feel the effects. 20 to 60 minutes later, I start noticing that all light and objects seem to be more intense. Everything starts to look sharp and bright. 1 hour to 2 hours. I start to feel a lot of nausea, but I don't feel like puking. I probably would have if I would have made any sudden movements. I start noticing my thoughts start to move around more, and they start to come alive. When I close my eyes, I start to see blue, orange, green, and red designs that are very brightly colored. The designs that I start to see are very geometrical, and I start to even see the designs starting to form people and objects along with other things. I can't keep my eyes open at this point, as I can't keep my eyes in one place. They start moving a lot, and I prefer to close them in case they start to roll back and I start to freak out people. Suddenly, I start to go into some deep dream states. It's as if I'm having lucid dreams. They last very short seconds, maybe just a second, but a lot happens. I start seeing other people's thoughts expressed to me in the form of dreams. I see intricate details of people, things that they only know. I start hearing people talk to me in the dreams. I start flying through the universe, and I see bright, bright colors now. The designs move slowly and not fast, constantly changing like the mushrooms do to me. I see colored lights pass over me, as if I'm flying in the universe filled with bright stars. I suddenly find myself in a world where everything is crystal, and I see holy beings that look like Hopi Kachinas and a mixture of northwestern totem poles along with a Japanese feel. I start to receive info about my life and how to become a better person. I learn ways on how to be in life: humble, loving, how to pray better, how to heal, how to find a better job and to make right decisions. I moved around into different worlds and different thoughts. Now 3 to 4 hours, I've eaten the rest of the peyote. At this point, I am very nauseous and can't move much. I feel heavy, and I see a lot of things now. I feel very emotional, and I feel like I want to stand up, but I can't. I still feel a lot of peyote in my stomach, and I'm belching a lot now. I now get the guts to walk around. The clouds are moving fast, and I see bright colors everywhere. Symbols. I start to hear a vibration, and I hear things in a different language. My thoughts sound like a different language. It's like a code, and I start to understand it clear. I learn the most beautiful things and some very bizarre understandings that make so much sense, but there are no words to express this spiritual connection. But I have understood it quickly. I know that these teachings are a part of me, even though I forget after this dosage. I don't feel safe walking alone, so I go back in the teepee and feel good. I feel so happy. I can't take off this smile, and I continue to feel like this. I see designs of many things. 6 hours later, the nausea is almost gone, but it comes in waves. The peyote is still working on me very strong. 10 to 12 hours later, I feel fine. Still feel good, and the effects slowly will go away. I feel like a new person. I feel good, alive, and get this. Days later, I got what I asked the peyote to help me get. The peyote told me it would be 4 days. And I got what I asked for exactly 4 days later. What a good blessing. I do not recommend this dosage. However, I feel most people cannot overdose because one would most likely puke before they overdose. Be careful with this, though. It would never hurt you, but can be quite scary if used incorrectly. I would recommend not to mix with anything because it is such a potent healing medicine.